Good day, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to another technical summary video presented by me, Letty Janse van Vuren. Our topic for this video is all about the ISSB's new sustainability standards. Quick summary on the requirements and everything. I found quite a nice little article on that, so I thought I'd share that with you. I'm very happy about summaries and things in my life because it makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to start off with why this is important, looking at an introduction and then a quick overview of the publications that were issued by the ISSB. And then I'm going to go through a quick summary of the actual standards, IFRS S1 and IFRS S2 in a nutshell. But today is all about sustainability. You'll see IFRS issue sustainability. That's the normal IFRS logo, and the IFRS sustainability logo is actually white and blue like the logo you see on this slide. All right, and then I've given you the links to the actual source documents as well. So the abbreviations that we'll be looking at, the ISSB is part of the IAASB, and it is the International Sustainability Standards Board. They are the ones that are issuing the international sustainability standards. So it's global standards, the first ones ever. IFRS is the International Financial Reporting Standard. So if it's IFRS S1, that S stands for sustainability. So IFRS S1 is the International Financial Reporting Standard, Sustainability 1. All right. AFS, Annual Financial Statements, FS, Financial Statements, and then I think the one spot I used, the TCFD, is the Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosures. So that task force, the abbreviation there. Why is this so important? Well, in our capacity as auditors and independent reviewers and practitioners, we need to know what the impact of the amendments to the IFRS standards are. And if we are busy compiling the financials on our client's behalf, then we also need to know what these standards say and when they become effective, so that we can then compile in accordance with the relevant financial reporting framework. And the financial reporting framework is either IFRS or IFRS for SMEs, but it will include IFRS S1 and IFRS S2. So as far as your clients go, yes, they need to know that any entity that is required to prepare general purpose financial statements, this applies to them. IFRS S1 and IFRS S2 applies to all general purpose financial statements. All right. But it says here it includes, it encompasses, but is not restricted to the sustainability related financial disclosures as well as the financials. So how do we do this? In South Africa, yes, if you look at that bullet there, it says we are used to reporting the annual financial statements first, and then we follow it with a sustainability report after a few months for the ones that have been issuing sustainability reports. But when we talk about the sustainability standards, two things should pop into your mind: IFRS S1 and IFRS S2. They were developed by the ISSB, we know that. IFRS S1 is all about sustainability-related financial information. And IFRS S2 is all about climate-related financial information. Right. All of this should be the risks and opportunities that have been identified through the entire value chain of the entity. The standards base the definitions of materiality on the IFRS accounting standards approach, so nothing is new there. And then they also support the individual jurisdiction to make sure that there is comparability and interoperability with the national regulations. Right. So obviously it'll be adopted for our South African jurisdiction, and that's the way we work it. These financial statements are already effective from the 1st of January for annual reporting periods beginning on or after. So yes, the first year end when we're going to have to start worrying about this will be December 2024 onwards. What do the publications look like? Well, here I've given you a screenshot of what IFRS S1's front page looks like. And remember, this is the one, general requirements for disclosure of sustainability-related financial information. And it requires the entity to disclose information about what? The sustainability-related risks and opportunities. This one contains an Appendix B on application guidance, which is very important. IFRS S2 has this one as well. But what I like about this one, Appendix D, is the qualitative characteristics of useful sustainability related financial information. Because it's easy for us to quantify the financial information. It is the qualitative characteristics that we still have a problem with, especially those of us that have not had enough exposure to sustainability in terms of the environment, the social, the governance, all of those factors included in there. All right. So that is IFRS S1, 48 pages. IFRS S2 is 46 pages, looks the same, but this is all about climate related risks. And here just wanted to bring your attention to Appendix B. So let's look at a quick little summary. This is like the shortest summary ever that you'll find, but this is on IFRS S1. IFRS S1 introduces a first year or a 1 year transition period in the first year of reporting, so that they say that there's no need for comparative reporting in the first year of reporting. So only in the second year that you implement IFRS S1 will there be comparative information. You need to disclose what? Strategies, governance, and processes, right? You need to go through an assessment and monitoring of your risks and opportunities, like I said, throughout the entire value chain of the entity. Any progress that is made towards reaching regulatory targets needs to be discussed as well and disclosed. And then the performance of a company in terms of their own sustainability metrics that they've got. What do they have? How do they measure their own successes and so forth? All right. Whether it's a zero emissions or whatever the case may be, whatever their targets are, whether or not they meet that. And remember that even though this says financial information, there is always qualitative aspects that need to be considered. And remember, for that, I want you to refer to Appendix D in the actual IFRS S1. IFRS S2 talks about the disclosure risks and opportunities if for the first year of application, yes. There's also a disclosure about the decarbonization strategies, climate resilience, as well as governance processes. But you need to give them information about the physical as well as your transitional risks. So is there any impact of regulation on the carbon emissions? Is there a new target that your company has now of zero emissions? Okay, what is your target? And then they also look at the impact of climate-related factors on a company's valuation, and they provide guidance on that, right? Because these are things that we don't really know about. I mean, nobody knows what the climate's going to do. Yes, we watch the weather reports and they'll tell us it's going to rain today. But if they tell you to rain, then, yeah, pack your umbrella. But if it doesn't rain, then nobody's going to sue them. Right. But I mean, they, to the best of their abilities, disclose the information based on the weather charts and whatnot. But nothing is a dead certain in life. All right. So, well, except of course, death and taxes, and the taxes are avoided by most people. So, yeah. But anyway, so the effect on the company's valuation is very important there, because it is quite a brand new thing that we have not yet been disclosing in the past. Also, there's lots of climate scenarios that you can use to actually report on your resilience, and the guidance that you can provide on which scenarios to use. So just in a nutshell, the ISSB is going to take over the remit from the TCFD from this year, from 2024 onwards. All right. So that's quite important there. The two source documents that I've given you, together with the links to where you can find it and download it, both of them are available on the IFRS website. There's IFRS S1 and IFRS S2. So if you want to go and have a look at it more in detail, please go and download those. If you have any more questions or you need further detail, remember that we do publish the daily technical alerts on a daily basis. You can follow SAAA on LinkedIn. Please don't follow me. I don't have a profile on LinkedIn. I provide the technical content of the technical alerts on a daily basis. And then we've also got the SAAA's YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to. And then other technical summary videos or TSVs like this one. Short little summaries that you can access on a very wide variety of topics. I record about 8 every month now on this. And the TSVs you will also find on the YouTube channel. Right, so it's important that you go and subscribe to the YouTube channel there. The webinars on demand you can find on the SAAA website. Now, there's a very wide variety of topics here, whether it was a live event or not, but you can go through, you'll be able to access the slides, the recording, any other supporting documentation, and you can listen to the recordings at your own leisure. Right. And then lastly, but not least, the MCLU subscription. That's my baby on the monthly compliance and legislation update. All the latest developments in our fields on a monthly basis. That's important for us all to stay up to date. All right. Like I said at the top of the slide, knowledge is power, and we know that. All right. But that, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, is the ISSB sustainability standards requirements in a nutshell, and they are effective from the 1st of January 2024. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the short CSV. Goodbye.